5, baby. So close. So close to getting the W at the end of this. I'm the last specialist on this island. It's been a long, crazy ride. Thank you, Sass. I'm glad you're still alive. I don't know if that factored into their decisions, but it couldn't have hurt. Kind of did that for you, Russell. I thought you'd appreciate that. Wasn't a German Shepherd, wasn't Katrina, but it was a shitty work week and a dead cat. I think it did the same trick. I think they still think I might have an idol, and this would be the last opportunity I get to use it at 5. I'm really going to try and stick with Logan for sure, and Denny. The 3 of us should have the votes to get out whoever we want.
That tribal was crazy! Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, that challenge, not my forte. That is not the kind of information I retain about people. Like, one of my best friends, I don't even know his older sister's name. Like, you think I'm going to remember somebody I met in an online game of Survivor and we talked about it weeks ago? Dude, you're crazy. I don't remember where some of my friends go to college now and they're still in college. Like, I don't know, and like I don't retain that information, so it made me look really bad in front of the jury. I think I can recover from that, hopefully. But the fill vote went great, went perfectly. We then got the opportunity. Carrie killed the challenge. We got the opportunity to vote out Jeremy as well. So it's just back to back. Bam, bam. Our 2 targets are gone. That was awesome. Now we have a great group of 5. It's going to be really interesting seeing how those pieces kind of fall together on who's going to go with who, how we're going to get to a 4, 3, and maybe a 2 if we get that far. So it blew my mind. Embarrassed me a little bit in front of the jury because these are people I like and I don't remember where they went to school or where they were born or how many brothers they have. Like, it's terrible, but I don't know. You live with it. Whatever.
We just got back from tribal council and it was crazy unexpected. We finally had the opportunity to get Phil out. I have wanted him to be out of the game for quite some time now. I know that he is really good at finding idols. I know that he's pretty good at challenges too. And ever since he flipped on me for the Mikey vote, I have wanted him gone. And I have been purposefully ghosting him and trying not to build a relationship with him because I knew that it would be harder for me to write his name down if we were really good friends. So it's taken a lot of energy to avoid his messages. And then we found out that there was a twist and that we were going straight into an immunity challenge. And the immunity challenge was my game. I knew that it was something I was going to be really good at. So it was a social challenge where we had the jury there and we were answering questions about the people on the jury. As soon as I knew that it was going to be a social challenge, I knew I was going to get it. I think it's no surprise that my social game is my strongest suit. And so I knew I was going to do well at that challenge, and I also suspected Rob would do well at that challenge because he's also a very social player. And so I was able to pull it out. I finally got immunity, and I had it for all of 20 seconds because then we immediately went into the next vote. Now, in my heart, I really wanted to vote Frank. I've wanted him out of the game for a long time. I view him as a threat. I view him as a strategic player, someone who's been in control of this game for a long time. And I don't know why, but we haven't really connected. So he's someone whose name I could write down. So I really, in my head, once I found out that we immediately had to write somebody's name down next, we were immediately voting somebody else out, I wanted to write down Frank's name, but I was scared because I didn't know if Rob and Denny would do the same thing. So I went with the safe choice and I voted Jeremy, which I didn't want to do. I think that Jeremy is an awesome guy and a very smart player, And I would rather him be in the game than Frank.
Jeremy, I consider you a friend. I know you said you wanted to work with me in this game, and I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to work with you too. You just waited way, way, way too long to make the leap. And without any time to talk after that challenge, I knew there was no way to swing votes to save you, and really it just wouldn't have been best for my game anyway. Love ya.
Ah! That's just me being excited that I'm in the final 5. I've put blood, sweat, and tears into this damn game, and it's paid off. I'm in the final 5, but it doesn't stop from here. This train keeps on moving, and I gotta find a way to get to this final tribal council somehow with Carrie and Denny by my side. Have to make sure that one of us takes home the immunity tonight, and it should not be difficult from there. Take out Frank, take out Logan. Either one of them is going to beat either or any of me, Denny, or Carrie in the finals. They know that. I know that. So we know what we have to do. We must secure victory tonight. But just reflecting on what, I've done in this game, I think I've played an excellent game. And I think I would have a good chance to win. I think I've been social. I think I've been strategic when I've needed to. Made the move on Corey. Made a good amount of moves in this game. Socially, I was good, and I was able to work my way in with different groups and keep the threat level off of me. That's really what I've done this game. I think that's what's been best about my game. That's if I get the final tribal, that's going to be my spiel.
Are you guys ready to get to the final 5 immunity challenge?
Oh my gosh.
I'm waiting to hear those words. Let's do it.
All right. For today's challenge, you are going to transfer 4 ping pong balls from one side of the room to the other, utilizing 4 different sets of objects. Each ping pong ball needs to be placed on top of 4 different solo cups. First person to place all 4 ping pong balls wins immunity, guarantees themselves a spot in the final 4. For immunity, survivors ready. Go. Logan drops right away. Every person in this challenge is going to be transferring 4 ping pong balls, utilizing index cards, playing cards, pencils, straws. If they drop, they have to go back and start over on that particular object. Frank moving quickly. He already has 2 ping pong balls placed. He is now on the pencil portion. Carrie places her second ping pong ball. Rob drops. Denny has a ping pong ball placed. Logan struggling in this challenge. Frank trying to find a system with the pencils. Logan drops again. Denny working on the playing cards. Frank working on the pencils. Carrie working on the pencils. Frank very close with the pencils. Denny drops. Frank trying to place it. Frank places the third ball. Frank working on the last one, the straws.
Holy fuck.
Denny drops in the transition onto the cup. Rob and Logan both struggling. Carrie having difficulty with the pencils.
Let's go!
Frank wins individual immunity.
Good job, Frank.
Great job, Frank.
Frank safe from the vote tomorrow night. Guaranteed final 4. Everyone else is vulnerable for the vote. See you guys tomorrow night.
Final 4. I crushed that challenge. Dominated it. I knew me or Logan had to win that. I'm pressing hard that I have the idol and I'm going to play it on Logan. I want them to kind of take shots at each other. Denny is working with me and Logan from what she says. I don't see her taking a shot at Logan when we both want to take her to the end. I think I can beat anybody in the game right now. And definitely making it to Final 4, knowing I'm safe with this thing. 1 in 4 shot of winning the next one. I love those odds. Wish me luck. This is going to be a fun tribal council, knowing that I'm not going anywhere. Let's see if I can keep Logan safe and make some magic happen. See you guys soon.
So Frank just won immunity. The immunity challenge, I thought I was doing a really good job at. Frank and I were both in the lead, and I thought I was actually doing really well. And then all of a sudden, Frank had won, which I don't know how he did it, but he won when he needed to, because he definitely would have been the one going home next. It's really up to him and Logan if they really do have an immunity idol between them. I don't think that Rob and Denny would vote for me. So we're just letting Frank and Logan decide, because we've all three of us have agreed that we're not going to throw each other's names out.
So, gameplay-wise, strategic-wise, I've been working very closely with Frank, very closely with Denny throughout the game. Frank more because I've been with him the whole time. Denny since pre-game and then merge. But one of the first things that Frank and I, and you guys know this, we've talked about it. One of the first things we decided was we can't really go to the end together, Frank and I. Like, we've been working that closely together where every move that I made, he made, and every move that he made, I made. Now, I would argue that I was more of the brains and the logical behind it. You know, I had to calm him down and keep options open, such as Denny. Like that, these two would not be working together if it wasn't for me. I can argue that, but it's just a hard sell, because everybody sees me. I mean, I've heard it time and time again. You know, Logan's Frank's lapdog. Logan's a follower. He's not a threat. Logan's this. Logan's that. It sucks to hear that, but I don't know if it's really a jab at me or a compliment to Frank, because I mean, everybody sees Frank as playing this amazing game, and I do believe he is. But I think I am too, and I'm just not getting that recognition for it.
And Frank won the Final 5 immunity challenge and pretty much throws a wrench in any plans that Denny, Carrie, and I had to be in the Final 3. It sucks. I just look back on it and think, damn it! Had I known that you were able to cradle the ping pong ball, that you had to pinch it, and I ran the whole challenge pinching it with no cards, who the hell is going to be able to pinch a ping pong ball with no cards and carry it? I'm such an idiot sometimes. I didn't even think about that. And I'm heading into tonight just thinking it's going to be me. I'm thinking that, I mean, Logan came out and told me we haven't decided if it's going to be you or Carrie. I don't know why they wouldn't throw Denny in that equation, as if she didn't come into the merge down 8-3 and fight her way all the way here. She's probably going to beat both of those two in the jury, so I don't know why they would want to go with her. It just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of things I can go back on and say I wish I could have done better, but we're here. We're at the Final 5. I'm going to go out scrappy. If I have to go out, I'm going to go out yelling, kicking, and screaming. As the great Dr. Stephen Strange said, we're in the end game now, and the Avengers did not give up when they were fighting Thanos. They were getting their asses handed to them. Did they give up? No. They came back 5 years later, went back in time, took all the Infinity Stones, and beat his ass in the final battle. That's what I'm hoping I can do tonight.
So I've been waiting all day to find out what's going to happen with this vote, and I asked Logan to please let me know, just give me that respect to tell me if it's going to be me. And so I have been on a Zoom call with Rob and Denny, and we're all just waiting around trying to figure out what to do, and we all agreed that we're going to vote Logan no matter what, and obviously our votes aren't going to matter. So it's really Frank and Logan who are making this decision. And so Logan called me and told me that he and Frank could not make up their minds regarding whether I should go or whether Rob should go. So they flipped a coin.
I ended up in a video chat with Frank and Logan, and I once again pitched voting Rob out, and Frank really wasn't having it, but they were like, let's just throw it to a coin toss. So I said, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I didn't feel good about it, but I also didn't want Frank to get suspicious of me and Carrie, since we still don't know if this is a final 2 or 3. I called it. I called tails, and Logan comes back and says, well, it's Carrie.
Coin flip. If all of us are 50-50 right down the middle and we can't decide, let's coin flip it. So we threw each name on a side of a coin, flipped a coin, it came up, and we are going Carrie tonight, is what we landed on.
Ended up coming down to a coin flip. Luckily, the coin flipped in the direction I wanted it to.
It's fine that they want to vote me out, but seriously, a coin flip? Really? Like, looking forward, how is that good jury management? How could they expect me, if either one of them gets to the end, how could they expect me to want to vote for them to win this game if they don't even give me the respect of voting me out for a good reason? It comes down to a 50-50 shot with a coin flip.
I saw Carrie as a threat this whole game. I could see the gears spinning up there. Everyone just thought she was a really good social player, but I know there was a great mind behind that player.
It's hard. She's so sweet and great, but it's not like, this is a game and it's something that we have to do. And I think we all know that, but it doesn't take away from the feeling of betrayal that you're voting out somebody that you really care about. It's harder to make an excuse of why it's okay when there's not $1 million on the line, right? Like,
So now I have to write Carrie's name down or Logan's name down, and it couldn't be any worse for me. Those are the 2 names I could not ever picture myself writing down. I don't think votes are coming my way. If I get suspicious, I'll use my idol, but if I don't use the idol on me, do I just toss it, or do I use it on Logan or Carrie? I can't write Logan's name down to vote him out, but maybe I write Carrie's name down and then use the idol to save her. Or maybe I do write Logan's name down and then just use the idol to save him. Like, I want to make a splashy move with the idol. You know, it might look good for Final Tribal, but at the same time, I don't want to use the idol on someone else and then I get the votes. So I'm just scared all the way around, and I don't feel good about this vote. I'm gonna have to go with my gut, and my gut probably isn't going to be clear about a decision until I'm sitting in front of Ryan and Lauren.
if it was for $1 million, I'd be okay with cutting them loose of a dream that they have in a game that they're having so much fun on. Without that there, it's so hard to just be ruthless and not care about how they feel or how we play the game. There is a different a balancing of where you know, compassion and gameplay is. Yeah, I mean, nobody finds joy in ruining somebody's like dream of playing.
So I find myself in like a power position for this tribal, unless I'm being played, which is a possibility. But I really don't think that I am, because on the one side I have Frank and Logan, and on the other I have Rob and Carrie. Rob and Carrie told me that they're putting Logan's name down, and no one knows how close I am with Logan. So for me, it doesn't seem like a possibility that I could actually write his name down. On the other side, I have Frank and Logan, and Frank has been very clear that Carrie needs to go home. Logan said he doesn't care either way, and I feel like for my game personally, I would rather sit with Carrie at the end than Rob. I feel like he would garner more votes, so I'm just taking so many things into consideration at this point. I'm so shocked that the four of them don't band together and take me out, but I have the idol anyway, which no one knows about. But I am just going back and forth. I am not feeling good about this, no matter which way I go.
Now bring in our jury. Ian, Mikey, Morgan, Corey, Phil, and Jeremy both voted out at the last tribal council.
Carrie.
Yeah.
At the last tribal council, you voted someone out, had a challenge, then had to vote someone out again. However, you did win individual immunity. How important was it for you to win that challenge?
I felt safe last time. I didn't think I needed individual immunity last time. I felt fine.
Why do you think you did so well in that challenge?
I think it's just because I spent a lot of time talking to people. I mean, if I was going to win individual immunity, that was the one I was going to win on. I'm not so good at puzzles, and I tend to get really anxious if we do anything like physical. So I knew if I was going to be good at one challenge, it would be like a social relationship type challenge.
And Frank, right before the second vote was about to happen, you asked if you guys were able to talk. Why did you want to talk so bad?
You just want to kind of talk to the people to make sure it's not you. And I feel like in tribals, I do like to talk, and I was nervous that it would possibly be me at that last vote. So I wanted to try and push it on Jeremy, but luckily things went the way they were supposed to.
Denny, after the last tribal council, what was it feeling like knowing that you made it into the final five?
I mean, of course I felt good. I feel proud of myself for making it this far, but I feel like we're all so tight now at this point that this is going to be a tough one.
Ditto.
Rob, what were you gonna say, Rob?
I just said ditto. Like, I agree.
Rob and Logan, let's talk about that last immunity challenge.
Can we
Let's
not stop talking about immunity challenges and how I suck so badly at them?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be completely honest. Y'all's two performances were pathetic. Like, that was real bad. So I want to know what the heck happened.
Listen,
I'll
explain to you my thought process.
Let me explain to you mine as well.
Okay,
You go
told
first,
us. You told us we had to hold everything from the end, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
my brain, for some reason, just said we have to hold it from the end in pinch.
Yes.
That's what my brain told me.
Yes.
And so I'm sitting there trying to pinch with these stupid note cards for 10 minutes, and all of a sudden Frank's done. I got one ball.
Just answer me. Who can actually hold note cards and pinch and hold a ball in between.
I got halfway.
I just feel like such a dumbass for like the 15 millionth time in this game for misinterpreting the rules of challenge.
I even heard you say there's so many different strategies for everything, and I was just like, I feel like there's not. You just pinch. Like, I feel like it was so straightforward in my brain, but I was so wrong. I mean, Frank had 2 balls done before I even picked up my ball, my first one. And I was. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Lauren.
That was just a terrible performance.
You guys are great. It's
I'm
fine.
sorry you ever had to watch that.
You guys are great.
I'm going to watch in the future. I apologize.
Just don't pay attention to Rob and I on that challenge.
I sincerely apologize right now.
Frank, it's clear you demolished that challenge.
I was hungry. I wanted that so bad. I felt like in the mini, I had to win a final 5 to stay in the game, and I felt like I needed it tonight. I knew that Logan or myself had to win. If someone else won, I don't know how the night would end up, but I'm pretty confident in the night because I've got this.
You're pretty confident that the vote's gonna go your way?
100.
Carrie.
Yeah.
In the challenge, you were the only person that was somewhat close to Frank.
Yeah.
However, you got hung up on the pencil portion. What happened there?
I was getting shaky and the ball kept like rolling toward my hands, and so I just had to keep starting over because the ball was rolling toward me. It sucked. I really needed immunity, and I wasn't able to pull it out, so it's just bad timing.
Why do you feel like you really needed immunity?
Oh, because I'm going home.
Why do you think you're going home?
Because I was told I'm going home.
By who? Like, I reached out right away to everyone but Logan, because obviously everyone knows that I'm working with Logan. I sent the same message, I sent it in the group tribe chat, and I wanted people to come to me with things. Because with what I'm planning on doing tonight, I feel like it was one of the 3 of them. 2 of them, Drew kind of wanted it to go the other way, and one person just really wanted to give me anything.
Well, in my defense, Frank, I was sleeping from the hours of 2:30, I think, and 11 a.m. And that's like when you were blowing up my phone. I was like, I'm sorry, I couldn't answer the phone.
Yeah, but we've had nights after tribals where it's just hard for me to believe that you weren't talking to anyone. But, I mean, still, even when you did reach out, until I let you know that Harry was okay with you going, until I said that, like, you still didn't, it took you a minute to want to throw it in the other direction.
Logan. Tonight's the last night a hidden immunity L can be played. Are there any suspicions on who could potentially have one, or if there is still one?
Yeah. I mean, there's suspicions, and there's suspicions that they might be played.
Denny. How much does your strategy change not knowing whether it's a final 2 or final 3?
I love that you asked Denny this question, by the way.
Yeah, because I've been saying from day one that this is a final 2. I have to stay with the people I trust the most in the game and hope that I get to the end, regardless if it's 2 or 3.
Rob.
Keep laughing, Corey.
With there only being 5 people left in this game right now, who do you think the biggest threat is to win?
I mean, should I just address the elephant in the room? Do we all know? Come on. We're not all stupid. It's the guy with the last name of Goodpaster. But it doesn't matter because he has a immunity necklace around his neck tonight. So what does it even matter? And there's nowhere left to hide. There's 5 people in the game.
With that,
Can I ask a question real quick?
yeah.
Should the jury be on mute? Should the jury be muted during tribal councils? Thank you.
Anyone have anything else to say before we get to the vote?
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah.
But let's do it.
All right, it is time to vote.
My vote is for Logan. I promised Denny and Rob that I wouldn't write their names down.
Hopefully Carrie goes home and it's not my boy Logan.
I'm literally sitting here with 2 people's names down and don't know what to do.
That sounds like a waste of paper.
It's not. Oh.
Alright, I'll get the votes. Alright. Anyone has a hidden mu idol? This is the last night you can play so.
Ryan, I'm gonna play mine.
Alright. On yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it on myself, just in case.
Alright. Denny does have a hidden mu idol. Any votes cast for Denny will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote. Carrie. Carrie. That's 2 votes, Carrie. Logan. That's 2 votes, Carrie. 1 vote, Logan. Logan. There's 2 votes, Carrie. 2 votes, Logan. 1 vote left. Sixteenth person vote out of Survivor TRHS versus Specialist and the 7th member of our jury. Gary. Gary. The tribe spoke.
Love you, Carrie.
I'll be Carrie.
All right. We are down to our final 4. We will see you tomorrow night for your immunity challenge.
Sir.
Have a good night.
Night.
I went out and I don't know how. It happened in a way that I don't understand. I thought that Frank was going to play immunity on Logan, and I thought that that's why I was going to go out, but I went out because there were 3 votes on me. I don't think Rob would vote for me, so I don't know, but I'm happy with the game that I played. I think I did a good job, and I made a lot of really good friends, so I'm so happy about that. I don't know what happened with this last vote. It's hard to say exactly what went down, but I am happy that I chose to play this game. I wanted to test myself, I wanted to see what I could do, and I wanted to make friends. And so I'm happy with the outcome of this game for sure.